Authoritarian Sociopathy, Toward a Renegade Psychological Experiment. Chapter 14. Weaknesses. Sample quality. A convenient sample from a shopping mall is not a perfect random sample of the general population. It will be weighed by socioeconomic status, age, and lifestyle factors that make one likely to be in a shopping mall, or wherever the experiment is performed. It is difficult to describe conclusively the relationship between a convenient sample and the general population. Victim association. Any apparent demographic or lifestyle information that can be gleaned from the appearance of the victim could impact the decision to intervene. Clothing could be chosen or video quality manipulated to obscure these details. Also, further studies should include variations where the victim and assailant are of variable race, gender, creed, sexual orientations, age, etc. Risk assessment. A police uniform does not only indicate authority, it also indicates weaponry. The civilian assailant should be similarly armed, but that still may not resolve this experimental weakness. A civilian weapon may be less obvious and communicates a different risk. Disparity in rates of intervention may be influenced by a disparity in the perceived risk. The exit interview should be crafted to account for this as much as possible. In addition, a third variable could be added in which the assailant is dressed and armed identical to the police assailant, with the exception of being clearly identified as private security and not a government officer, as in with a security cap. This would require another 50 subjects to be tested. Subject isolation. Subjects may be reluctant to intervene if they are alone, which does not reflect the typical real-world incident of police brutality. This may bias the data towards non-intervention. Future studies could include variations that studied group dynamics. However, even though this may not accurately reflect a typical incident of police brutality, it may still accurately reflect a reaction to authority. It has been suggested that those who disobey corrupt authority, as in whistleblowers, often make that decision in isolation, not in a group. Contrived scenario. If the subject discovers or even suspects that this is a contrived scenario, that would invalidate the data. If they know that they are being observed, even believing it to be part of a consumer survey, that may bias the data toward intervention. Further, if the performances of the actors or the oddities of the layout cause them to suspect a setup, they may doubt the reality of the footage. Any flaw in the illusion of the assault is a weakness in the experiment.